Yeah, I'm gonna do a series on this, man. It's part one. I'm gonna do a three-part series on this. Race sells in boxing. Race always been a part of boxing. Race always will be a part of boxing. Don't let a race hustler trick you into thinking, oh man, this is something new. Oh, we got to band together. Oh, it's always you root for your guys. They root for their guys. It's always been a part of boxing. Let me let y'all see. It's just the history of this country, man. That's what it is, man. You got to worry about your family instead of making some race hustler rich. It's always got to be a black leader. We always looking for somebody to lead us. Trying to turn people. And I'm gonna do another video on how motherfuckers trying to turn Deontay Wilder into a leader, like he Malcolm X or Muhammad Ali. That's gonna be his downfall. Trying to live up to this high expectation that this LGBTQ gay community trying to put on Deontay Wilder. But check this out, man.
Perfect product for them to put before the consumer, and they were playing it for all it was worth.
The product began his pro career with a string of quick knockouts that garnered plenty of notice, but left most grizzled boxing scribes skeptical.
He might as well have been fighting unemployed shepherds and vacationing streetcar conductors when you look at the line of guys he fought.
I think he made believers out of a lot of people when he fought Norton.
Good evening. Welcome to Madison Square Garden.
In May of 1981, Cooney faced a legitimate threat in Ken Norton, the man Larry Holmes had beaten for the title 3 years earlier. It was on this night that Cooney won over many of his critics.
I'm figuring this guy's built like a monster. I'm in trouble, and I get into the center of the ring, and I think to myself, man, he's not that big.
Right hand, buckle the knee support.
Took him out 54 seconds.
With combinations of left stance, one straight up. Norton's about to drop. Norton's on his knees. He is not going to get up from this.
It was brutal. When Norton slumped into that corner, I've seen fighters die in the ring, and it wasn't unlike that. After that fight, he became legitimate. And he was white.
When had there last been a respected white heavyweight champion? Rocky Marciano 3 decades before. For the media, it became a part of the narrative.
Do you resent the fact that people make a special deal out of you perhaps becoming a white champion in a black-dominated sport?
Well, I think that in today's time, it's sad that people are going to label other people. And I never thought about the white hope and that kind of thing. It was just never a part of myself. I was knocking everybody out. I deserved a shot at the championship. And I never thought about that.
But everyone else was thinking about it, especially promoter Don King, who was determined to match his champion with the White Hope and to promote it as a race war.
Don likes to say the only color he pays attention to is green. For the money, race sells.
It's a white and black fight. Any way you look at it, you cannot change that. Jerry Cooney, Irish, white, Catholic.
Here you have an Irish American against an African American, and it was a very effective sales hook.
But first, King and Rappaport would need to strike a deal for what would become the richest fight in history. As they began negotiating about for 1982.
And it's almost deja vu. Deja vu. Tyson Fury, Irish, white, Deontay Wilder, black American, black foundation American. So it's going to be race always in it. People always going to sell. When people write articles about Deontay Wilder, they don't care if they're negative, saying he sold 10. They saying he sold 5,000. They saying he sold 2,000. That's not negative. It's negative, but it sells. When people put those articles up, it's to boost up the fight. It's to boost up. When people talk it, those people going to pay. They see him lose. And that's going to put money in his pocket. It's going to put money in the people's pocket that fight him. Deontay Wilder's getting a big profile now. When people not writing about you, when people don't care to say nothing about you at all, when nobody knows you and nobody talking about you, that's when you need to worry. As long as people writing about you, people know who you are, you're gonna get paid. And that's it. It's not that type of world where people not gonna say shit. People gonna boost up they niggas. People gonna boost up they niggas. You gonna boost up your nigga. They're gonna boost up they niggas. They gonna write bad stuff about you. You gonna say bad stuff about them. That's just how it is, man. But when people put race in it, man, they trying to chuck up emotions to get paid, man. They look at it as a hustle. It's like the new preachers. They the new preachers out here, man. Race always been a part of boxing. Race sells. It's always been a part of boxing.
Rappaport demanded terms no inexperienced challenger had ever received before. Complete financial parity with the champion. An even split of $20 million.
We had the attraction. Larry couldn't put rear ends in seats. Jerry Cooney could. Not because he was white, but because he was right.
Jerry had the right complexion to get the connection. I'd have fought 4 black guys and one that made the money. I fight one white guy, make all the money.
But it didn't take long for the money and the massive attention Cooney was receiving to begin to gnaw at the proud champion.
If the man was black, he wouldn't be nowhere. You know it, I know it, everybody know it. Jerry Cooney's a white hope. I said they hope I don't kill his ass. And if he come in here today, I'll punch him in the mouth for free.
He was a nasty guy. I was more reserved, quiet, and he was more aggressive, yelling and screaming.
I tell it like it is. And come June 11th, I promise you, Jerry Looney Cooney will be knocked out. It was ugly because everybody was talking about the white hope. When a black guy fights a white guy, it's automatic.
Automatic or not, the people who stood to gain the most from the racial hostility were only too happy to pour oil on the smoldering fire.
The people that handled this fight turned it into racial dynamite, and Dennis Rappaport was largely responsible for that.
I do not respect Larry Holmes as a human being. I don't think he's carried the championship with dignity.
Between Don King and Dennis Rappaport, listening to the two of them shrieking at each other, they were a circus.
I found it contemptible when anyone would use the race card. Larry translated everything into black and white.
If it wasn't a black-white situation, Jerry Cooney wouldn't be sitting up here talking about multi-million dollars. I felt discriminated against everywhere I went. People shot in my windows, blew my mailbox up.
Once everybody congregated in Las Vegas, it was ugly. It really got ugly, and it really got base.
We have to have press conferences in segments now, in separation, because the two gladiators, the champion and the contender, they can't be on the same podium at the same time.
There was real bad blood between the camps. There was a battlefield, like getting ready for war. There was that type of tension. And we weren't going to be intimidated.
This fight, at some point in its hype, began to get out of control.
Fearing an outbreak of violence between the fighters and their entourages, Holmes asked the Reverend Jesse Jackson to help quell the tension.
It got beyond a great boxing match between an up-and-coming young fighter who was white, a champion who was black.
Oh, see what I mean, man? Race always been a part of boxing, man. That's the history of the country, man. Don't let a bunch of race hustlers, a bunch of punks, these bunch of bum-ass writers and all this stuff take the fun out of boxing. Boxing always been fun, man. Don't let a bunch of 10-year-old, 12-year-old little racial kids that don't know shit about life have y'all all up in arms, man, taking the fun out of boxing, man. Boxing always been fun, man. And don't let a bunch of race hustlers, man, take the money that's supposed to be for your family and put it in their family pocket, man. It's a bunch of hustlers out here, man. Stay down. Peace. This Volume 1.